Hey, I'm super interested to hear some of your guys' thoughts on this. Microsoft just dropped a paper, and I'm quite frankly concerned about it because I think it's going to give a lot of false hope. So, this paper outlines, it's a research paper, and it outlines the 40 jobs that Microsoft believes are the most in danger, and then the 40 jobs that they believe are the safest from being replaced by AI. And the 40 jobs that are going to be taken over, that's not a surprise to anyone. Basically, the paper goes into great depth talking about, look, if your job is going out and getting any type of information, bringing it back, doing any kind of synthesis, and then putting out either new information or some sort of decision based on that information, your job's probably in danger. And I think we're all okay with that. The problem I have with the paper is the 40 jobs that it thinks are safe. And the reason I have a problem is because although the paper does specify that it's the GPTs that it's talking about, right? It's the desktop agents, it's the computerized agents that we're all falling in love with. It fails to address or even mention the robotics, like phase 2 of AI that is coming. And I think there's a general lack of concern or at least discussion in public about this. We have been creating automation, for 100 years, right? The assembly lines and different things, and we've really perfected most of it, and we've got the robotics down. It's been 20 something years since Boston Dynamics had a robot that could walk, but they didn't have a brain, right? So nothing we have has a brain yet. And the way that Tesla is going with their robots and the other robotic companies that are out there, as soon as the GPTs are dependable enough to give an exact answer every single time, right? Like as soon as they're dependable enough that they're not suddenly like, oh, hey, there's a butterfly and I'm going to go do something, they're going to start putting these in all these machines. We've got all the major tractor companies now. They've all integrated remote controls into their tractors. Well, and Wi-Fi and communications. They're not doing this so that you as a contractor can control your tractor from your phone. That's what they're selling it as. But they're doing it so that they can put a brain in it. And the next generation, they'll be able to say like, okay, you want your land graded at this percentage angle with this much runoff and this much overlap at this compaction. Go do that here. And your dozer will just go do it, right? So what they're doing right now is they're training all their dozers on real-time information as people are driving them. They're like, oh, this is how we do it. And so like one of the jobs on here, the number 3rd job that it thinks is like the 3rd safest job from AI is a hazardous waste disposal technician. Well, what better job could there be for a robot that cannot like be affected by hazardous waste, right? Like, and so the idea that this is a super safe career path when we've got robots that are 1 to 2 years away, according to the people making them, from being released and having AI brains in them and can interact with humans. So I don't know, the whole thing seems like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I kind of feel like Microsoft was like, hey, let's see if we can calm everything down and make this giant list of jobs that are going to be safe. And even the jobs that are not safe, we'll just kind of pick these weird career paths that most people wouldn't, call themselves this title or whatnot. So it wouldn't surprise me, though, if Microsoft used this as kind of a Copilot softener, because they literally just released a brand new Copilot the same day they're releasing this paper. And so, anyway, love to know your thoughts in the comments. I'm deeply worried. I have a 10 and 11-year-old, and I'm just trying to think in 10 years when they enter, the real job market, what is there going to be, And I think you've got some like plumbing, electrical work, electricians. But even then, I can see there being, construction bots at that point in time. You've got a robot with an AI brain that can use its hands and it can see through walls because it has an infrared camera built in. it wouldn't be very hard for it to figure out a path to run an electrical wire. So I don't know. The paper feels a little disingenuous.